Hey everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to take a look at an ATV from Halo. And though it's an ATV, it is a pretty good sized one. And of course this is from the Halo 3 3/4 line. A decent line. These all shot the clearance and I grabbed a bunch of stuff because it was just, well, you know, fear of missing a deal. You know how it goes, guys. Anyway, this is a pretty good detailed little vehicle. I like it. I mean, it's got some good wear on it. It was a little pricier, and there's a back seat where somebody can sit with a gun. Yeah, it's well, I do notice that this is off a little bit. Oh, the suspension was causing that. Okay, not a problem. But it is, you know, it's a lot bigger than a Ferret. I'll say that, at least lengthwise. Maybe, you know, not everything, but I like it better than the Ferret because it like looks like it's a real honest to God design. I mean, it's just like, yeah, it works for me. Now, this is my first foray into these Halo figures, and of course we have Master Chief coming in. So how does he compare with other 4-inch lines? Let's take a look here beside a dun, 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 dun. Wow, okay, that's pretty tall. This looks like more 4.5-inch line. That's news to me, but I do think that ATV can still work. Yeah, I do. Let's just see. Because you know what? I gotta admit, he looks a little underscale for it. So, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna set him off to the side. I'm gonna plop Steel Brigade on there. Yeah, get all the stuff bent. Yeah, it could work. I think that could work. Yeah, it looks a little oversized for the Joes, but then again, I mean, I think it can work. In the end of the day, I let everybody else decide because I'm digging it. That's the thing about G.I. Joe, you know, you try to find some crossover stuff like this, and, you know, I mean, this is armor too, so, I mean, you gotta take that into consideration. I mean, I never really looked into, does the armor make you taller? Does it, yeah, I mean, I don't know, and I probably do need to look into that. But I was impressed with these once I got them. I got this and I got the Warthog. I'll do the Warthog in another video, but I was impressed, and I mean, I think they can squeeze into G.I. Joe pretty easily. Because, I mean, they're kind of, this one especially is really future forward, obviously, as is Master Chief. You know, because that's Halo. That's how Halo works. I mean, there could be some improvements, but, you know, I could have some complaints, but really, I mean, getting this on clearance too, I mean, that makes it even sweeter. You know, I admit the full price on this was not desirable. I will not hesitate to admit to that one, but this price is, you know, a little bit more, a little bit saner, you know, and that's the thing. That's the problem, is that, you know, God, companies are just pricing themselves out, you know, and when I say that, I mean they're pricing themselves out. They're not pricing us out. We, you know, we buy the stuff, but they have to set the prices at a reasonable place, or else we're not going to be there for them. I know I'm not. How about you? And that's why this stuff went to clearance, because I think it was just a little too pricey. That's my recollection when I saw it. It was just too pricey. I wasn't sure of how it would scale with the Joes. When it went on sale, I was like, okay, I'll take the risk for the lower price and see how it deals with Joes. And it's okay with Joes from what I'm seeing, from this one anyway. We'll see also with the Warthog later, but yeah. And say what you will, I mean, I do think 1/18 is the best scale for this kind of stuff. Because otherwise you got to shrink. You really do have to shrink down vehicles for 1/12 unless you're smart about it. And that gets to be a big problem too. I mean, you can do it, you can get away with it, but you know, it does cause issues. And you can't do a fully dedicated line. I mean, what are you going to do for a headquarters? I mean, I mean, please. Granted, it's just walls, but what are you going to do for an HQ in 1/12 scale? You know, and I when people say play sets, you just hear crickets. So it's like, yeah, you guys aren't thinking about this, are you? No, we're not. And it's kind of world building scale. I mean, seriously, you can do a whole lot more with 1/18 than you can. Even though I think this is, yeah, I mean, you got to think these are taller than the O-ring Joes, and then that's even taller. Wow, that's that could even be 5-inch scale. Wow, that's almost a head and shoulder above. I mean, geez, I mean, I'm translating it as a foot. I thought they were a similar scale. Big surprise to me. Yeah, that might be the other reason why these didn't sell. They're not really as compatible as we thought they were. You know, I would have thought these would have been much more compatible with. It wasn't until I got them now that I even did a comparison with Joe's, and then there you see it. It's like, whoa, that's off. That's way off. Yeah. So there you go. That's wrapping it up for this episode of Infinite Realms. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff. So thank you for watching.